It's just like it's had the old display. I'll let it dry out, hopefully. Let's see what's here. There, I'll see how it works.
Oh, so you can actually see?
Yeah, well, we're gonna just try to pop it open first, and then we're gonna be able to see.
Oh my goodness.
I'll try it real quick.
For sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be too hard.
Yeah, it's splashing back.
Yeah, that's okay, but
Well, I
we'll
forgot
get
it.
the rod. So now you can see if you'd like to take a look.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
see now that the pipe's clear.
Oh,
Now you'll be able
okay.
to see inside the pipe.
So we go right
Oh,
away.
okay.
So they just put a little PVC right.
So that's
into
what you
there.
see is bow, that brown stuff or
Well,
whatever.
So
that,
this is plastic pipe to the original cast iron here. So that's the
Oh.
cast iron pipe.
Okay.
Looks like I got a tie in right on my.
yeah, that's probably this laundry. I mean, it's probably this. Oh, it's not draining, but it's probably this sink. But
Yeah.
okay, so you go ahead now. Because it wasn't there. It was. So now which
Oh.
one?
Dropping down.
Okay, that's
here.
when you drop and turn, huh?
There we go. Yeah, oh, so
Oh.
you got,
Big roots right there.
What's
there.
that? A tree?
Tree
roots.
roots.
Oh my god.
So that's
Get
probably
past
what's
that.
causing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of root in there actually.
Oh, it is. So, okay, that little part, okay, the parts that you see. So that's actually coming from outside, growing into the pipes?
Because now we're in what we call clay pipe.
Oh.
See how it's orange? So the tree
Oh.
roots grow through the clay
Oh,
pipe.
I see. Oh my god.
So, see, the problem with going
Oh.
from here is we can only use a small cutter blade because that's all you can get through that hole right
Oh.
Let's see if I can make my way through this mess here.
Okay, so that was a lead.
This is where it's all backing up on you. This is a spot we had a hard time getting past it.
Oh.
there. I'll have that again, bud.
Yeah, I got through it, but yeah, let's see what we look
As
like.
long as we know further out, it's good. I
Yeah.
can work that spot a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's clear out.
See, those are all clay tiles, so every joint is 2 foot.
Tree root coming.
And you get
Oh,
tree
that's
root.
it. Oh,
And
wow.
you get tree root growing in there. See how you see a little
Oh.
bit better now?
Mm-hmm.
One of your main problems is that the access point that you have,
Okay.
we can't use a large cutter blade in there.
Oh, because that could help. Oh.
Yeah, because we'd be able to clean it out better. I mean, we're going to try it again and see if we can get it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
cleaner for you, but the problem is that with it, with it,
Because one of the plumbers, I think he was saying that they could build something. Is that possible to do? Or
to do what? I'm sorry.
to have an access point. He said he could
Yeah,
make it down
yeah,
here.
you want to make the access point down here, see, and then you can use larger cutter blades,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll really help us. But I'm going to try to get that cleaned up a little bit better for you
Okay.
now that we see
Okay.
exactly what's happening. And so even with the camera, you can only use small cameras going through
This
the
may
toilet.
sound stupid, but it reminds me of like a colonoscopy.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
That's an offset joint there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so you might not make that,
Oh,
but
what's that? Oh.
Like the tiles are just shifting over time.
Oh.
But your problem is close.
Okay.
So we're gonna hit that again and see if I can.
Let me,
Okay.
Maybe
I'm gonna
you can even.
film it from here back while I'm
You
in
want to
there.
wait?
Mm-hmm.
You want to film it
wait.
now or?
Well, just because if I don't get out to the, I'm sure I'll
No,
be
you'll
here
get
again.
out. Let me just hit it again real quick, bud.
Wow,
And then,
that's
you know what I mean? I'm gonna
interesting.
hit it. I'm gonna try
Yeah,
to open
forward,
the blade up,
reverse.
and now that so when I go in, because that was going to the right, so if I go forward, I gotta be staying forward, but I should not.
Right there. PVC coming on.
Yeah, it might be that laundry, or no, that goes in there.
I'm 50 feet out.
Are you that far out?
Yeah.
You got something tied in there, like a little clean out almost.
58 is what it shows there. 50 foot 8 inches. And I saw something else behind it. Right there is another. Could be an old downspouts or something. Or
Yeah,
something
maybe
they
it
used
does
to
look
tie.
like an old downspout, you're right.
What's that?
They used to tie the downspouts into the line, so you can see here it's like an old
Oh.
opening that got concreted over.
Oh.
Then ahead of us, they got a piece of plastic PVC stubbed into the 6-inch main part of the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times they would tie the downspouts into the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
That's 45 feet out. Oh, I've been 100.
Maybe we could run that laundry curve. if that's gonna go here, cause then I can leave it on when I'm routing it. So it looks like it's more just tree roots that, you know, we're
okay.
seeing. But there's a lot of tree roots in there, so,
Yeah.
you know, it's definitely changing your access point. Like if you was to put something on the
okay.
stack, that's gonna help. I'm gonna try to get it open better for you
Okay,
now.
great, thank you.
We'll run it back and forth and see, but again, I can only get a cutter in that big, because that's all your opening is, you know.
So, do you all build
No, we don't do
Other-
that part of
other
it,
people?
no.
Yeah, I was pretty well zeroed, so. Yeah, all zeroed for sure, so 50 feet out.
So push that camera in one more time, so when I go in,
Just wipe up.
and just see, do I have to go in any,
Because it goes in and drops down.
how was I going, oh, let me just, I want to
Because
just
you
make
go
sure.
in and then you drop in here.
Okay, so I'll push that by hand.
But this is a
That's like a
that's
combo.
probably that pair of pants fitting
Yeah.
I thought I saw right under. Well, we're going straight down.
But there's a T right there, bud.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I gotta go in reverse.
We got this one here going
Where,
up.
where's
but I
my
think
bottom?
that's 2 inch.
That's 2 inch.
I think that's the pair of pants there. And then here's the Y combo coming
Okay,
in.
and then how many feet in would you guys, let's just see.
3 foot to the bottom, but then you go down. I can't tell if this was another T here. Or is this just a turn? That's probably just an elbow at
Yeah.
the base.
So head in a little bit, just so I know, how far do I have to go max?
5
No.
foot is the.
I mean,
it was right away. It was within.
but
the
then it
first-
was for a while, and then it was bad. So
Yeah,
right
it was
in here,
15
that's 7,
foot. If
8.
we go 2 cables.
Okay,
By the
let
time
me
I
play with that
popped
a
through
little
that,
bit.
like,
That's
10
good
feet.
enough.
Right here. I was pretty much
Okay, I'm gonna,
right there.
so, so let's see if we can get that. Did you see we can turn that laundry tub on?
Yes,
Okay, because,
but when the water is running right here, what does that do? It lets
well,
you
so
know.
when I go in with that cutter blade,
Yeah.
we wanted to get that root moving out of there.
Oh,
So I'm gonna cut
and
it
that's gonna
loose.
help. Oh,
And then we want to keep, that's why we were trying to flush the bucket. Because if
Oh.
not, what happens is everything wants to just fall right back into place.
oh.
And so in order to get it working
water
good, we
helps
want to flush it.
Oh, okay.
Anything coming through there, Tim?
Not yet.
So maybe that's not even, maybe that goes to the catch basin.
He asked me to, do I need to flush or run the water upstairs too?
Yeah, you could actually, that would actually
Okay,
help.
I'll go
Yeah.
do that, the
Yeah,
tub.
if you would like, but now just the cold water, not the
Okay.
hot water, but if you
Okay.
could run the bathtub, you could flush, but if you could run the bathtub up
Okay,
there,
I'll run-
that would really help us.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay.
That's loose, right?
Yeah, I was trying to see that.
You gotta lose that. Oh, that might be the,
You know, the back end.
From
of
the catch basin?
Catch basin, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is that a combo?
Oh, and so is that like water? You can see water moving?
yeah, you could take a
Oh
look
my
now if you
goodness,
like.
I can see it.
So that's your kitchen you got, or your tub you got running up there. Just coming back to here.
See the problem, see the
Oh,
other
I can
problem?
see all on the side.
Yeah, see the problem is the pipe is this big.
Oh, is that okay?
It's 6 inches.
Uh-huh.
And so, because we're only going, this is only 3 inch here.
And so it really don't do any. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm going in reverse, so I got it a lot better. Like
Yeah.
at least now we can see through it.
Yeah.
But in order for it to last,
Yeah.
we need to have a bigger.
Minimally a 4-inch blade.
Yeah.
Oh.
That would really help. Now this is going to last a lot longer because I mean it's, you know, the other thing that you can think about doing. We normally don't necessarily suggest it because yours
Thank
is in
you.
a good spot.
to
You
pour
could put
something.
root destroyer, but it's got to be root destroyer.
Okay.
And you got to do it at night, and they have root destroyer that foams up.
Oh.
So what happens is you put it in there and it foams up, and then you try not to use anything all night.
Oh.
So it lets it sit on there a little bit, you know. And the only reason I suggest that is because it's close. It's within 13 foot of where this is from this
Now let
toilet.
me ask you that. When I do it, do I put it in the toilet or?
Yeah, you would put it right in this toilet, and you just gotta read the instructions, but be careful. And you pour it in, and you when you're pouring it in, you flush at the same time.
Okay.
And so what happens is when the water hits it, it'll foam up.
Okay.
And so, because you see how those roots are all growing from the top,
Yeah.
we want it to get up there. To,
Is it any specific type that I get or?
no, it's just you want foaming root destroyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Foam it.
I made it to that same, about 65 feet out, and there's that clay tile that's just pretty offset. And I'm gonna film it.
But when you say clay tile, that's
Yeah,
It's inside
round
the.
pipe. It's
that's what the pipe is made out of.
Oh.
So some of your pipe is cast iron. So that's cast iron right there. See that pipe
Oh,
there?
up
That's
there.
cast iron. But then in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and once it goes out very so far,
Mm-hmm.
it goes into vitreous clay. It's called vitreous clay pipe, which is it's like a pot made like
Okay.
a pot. And it's 6 inches, so it's bigger, and so that's why you're never going to get all that red
Oh, I
unless you
see.
use a bigger cutter blade to get that.
Oh, okay.
I'll record from here.
And like with that phone root stuff, would you recommend using that once a month or?
You don't probably don't have to use it that often. Maybe once a quarter, once every
Okay.
3 months, something
Okay.
like that would be good. And again, if it was way out there, let's say it was out 60 some feet or 75 feet, I would say don't even bother. But it's nice and close. So
Okay.
a lot of time, but you got to be careful because it could burn you.
Okay.
And you got to make sure you get root destroyer, not sulfuric acid. None of that's going to help.
Okay.
You got to get root destroyer.
And you said that's the kind of foam.
It foam, so yeah, the root destroyers now when they hit water they'll foam up
Okay.
and it'll create like a big foam of chemical in there, and that's a good way to do it.
Okay.
And then like say if you decide to have him put an access point in where he can get right to that 4-inch pipe, if he can't get it really good, we can always come back with a different type of machine that would whale out a little bit more and get that a little better for you. But we got it good. See, that's the difference between we got this blade through, but see you can't get through the opening. See, that's a 4-inch
Oh,
cutter blade.
which
You
would
only
be
have a
better.
3-inch pipe.
Yeah, unfortunately they only have a 3-inch pipe, so that's the bad thing about rounding from a toilet. But it's better than nothing. And let's see, we got that.
It would,
so
it,
you're
would-
not
it would
gonna
be
have
good
problem.
if they had something that, once it goes down there, then it opens up like
Yeah.
a brush.
Yeah, so a little more like chains. So we have one that we can go in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a specialty thing, but it goes in and then it can open up with chains.
Expand,
but
yeah.
even with that, you don't really necessarily want to do it from the toilet. It's better to do it from the stack.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit heavier. Like it's not going to make a
Oh,
lot
I
of
see.
those bends. And we want it to, like if he opens up and puts a clean out on that stack, and if you have problem, we can always come with that. It's a little bigger and go through there, and then we can get all those roots out of there for you. But I think it's he probably wasn't able to get them real good just because unless you could see it with the camera, like I felt like I got it good the first time, but then you put
Then
the
you
camera
went
in,
back
like,
and
I
looked.
gotta hit that better.
And
right?
that's what happened because I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be. That's gonna last you.
Oh, okay.
But again, we like to see it better than that. Actually.
Yeah, I would. Because I care for my mother. She has a therapist coming. So if I didn't come down to check,
Yeah.
this place would be a disaster.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? So,
And then you can feel free. I'm aiming to record on the way back, but if you want to pop your head around and take a look
Okay.
at it pulling out.
okay. Yes.
433.
Oh, I can see the water coming.
I'm just gonna voice over this here real quick. Just routed the sewer from a pulled toilet down in the basement. We're pushed out approximately 65 feet. We do have a clay tile joint that's offset. We're only able to get our little blue camera through the toilet collar, so I can't get over this offset joint here. But the problem is actually further back near the toilet, within the first 10-15 feet by the toilet. Had a lot of heavy tree roots in the line. We do got some water running upstairs, just flushing everything out. We're gonna continue to pull back here. And this is going out towards the main. We couldn't make it to the main. We can only get a 3-inch blade in here too. Flip my picture around so we're not upside down. There we go. So the 6-inch clay tile at this point here. And our entrance point is a 3-inch PVC toilet collar. And it goes right into 4-inch cast iron and then into the 6-inch clay. Here we have, could be possibly an old downspout stubbed into the top here. Puts us at about 50 feet out.
Oh, so that's like around 50 feet. Okay.
Yeah, so we watch on the top corner here. It tells us how far our camera's out from the
okay.
reel. So here we have another, probably an old downspout that's concreted over. Opening up top.
So what was that you said it was a T something? If they could build, they could probably build something.
All they got to do is they would cut into that stack. The stack is that pipe coming down in the wall there. You can take a look there and see.
They can cut it.
They can cut it. They can cut it, and they can cut it and then cut a bigger hole in it. So then instead of going through a little opening, we can go through a bigger one.
Okay.
Pretty much if they put a 4-inch T,
Uh-huh.
and then you put like a clean out
Okay.
T on the actual stack.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to show them a recording because.
A lot to remember.
Yeah.
Line goes to 6-inch plate tile pipe. May need plumber to cut access in 4-inch stack so a 4-inch cutter blade can be used. Oh. It's like an auto or something.
Here, go back.